Today, we're going to tackle 3 simple words about memory that cause a ton of confusion. Remember, remind, and forget. They seem so similar, but you know what? Getting them wrong is one of the most common mistakes in English. So let's get them right.
Have you ever said something like this? Can you remind me to send the email? To a lot of English learners, this sounds totally fine. But nope, it's actually incorrect. And it's the exact puzzle we're going to solve today.
If that sentence made you wince a little bit, or if you've ever had that sinking feeling of, oh no, have I been saying this wrong for years? You are not alone. It's like finding out the filing cabinet in your brain has been a complete mess this whole time.
But here is the good news. You are absolutely 100% not alone. This is a classic tricky spot in English. The best part, though, is that once you understand the core difference, it just clicks. So let's get that mental filing cabinet sorted out, once and for all.
Okay, so the whole problem really just boils down to the fundamental difference between our 2 main culprits, remember and remind. Understanding this distinction is the key that unlocks absolutely everything else.
So here's the crucial point. Think of remember as a solo act. It's something that happens entirely inside your own brain, all you. But remind, that's a team sport. It always involves something external, another person, a notification on your phone, even a smell that triggers the memory for you.
All right, let's dive into the solo act first. Remember, this is all about what's happening inside your own head. So, to remember simply means to have a memory that lives inside you. It's like you're looking through a photo album in your own mind. I remember my grandmother's kitchen. That memory exists only in your head, and you're the only one accessing it right now. Now, remember has 2 really distinct patterns, and this is important. Remember to lock the door refers to a future task. It hasn't happened yet. But I remember locking the door is about a past experience. You have a clear memory of actually turning the key. See how one looks forward and the other looks back? Okay, now let's switch gears from the solo act to the team sport. Remind. This is where the outside world gets involved with your memory. To remind is to make someone else remember something, or it's when a memory just pops into your head because of some external trigger. Bottom line, if you need help from someone or something else with your memory, you're always going to need remind.
And hey, just like remember, remind has 2 key patterns. You can remind someone to do something, like asking a friend to be your human alarm clock for a future task, or something can remind you of something, like when a song triggers a vivid memory of a past summer. It's literally the world poking your memory.
Okay, so we have the solo act and the team sport. Now, what about the opposite, when the memory just kind of slips away? And here is a fantastic little trick. Forget follows the exact same grammatical pattern as remember. Once you learn one, you pretty much know the other. It's like a grammar light switch.
Check this out. I forgot to buy milk means the task didn't happen. It just disappeared from your brain. But I'll never forget visiting Rome means the experience did happen, and that memory is so powerful it's going to stay with you forever. It's the same logic, just the opposite meaning. Pretty cool, right?
All right, let's put this all together. Theory is great and all, but seeing these words work together in a real-world scenario, well, that's where it really starts to stick. So, imagine your friend Jake borrowed your charger. First, Jake forgot to return my charger. The task just didn't happen. Next, you think, I remember lending it to him. You have a clear memory of that past action. And finally, seeing that empty outlet on the wall reminds me of Jake. The object itself is the external trigger. This simple story shows how each word has its own unique specific job.
So, how are you feeling? Think you've got it? Let's find out with a quick little quiz to really lock in this new knowledge. Ready?
First one, you walk into a bakery. That incredible smell instantly takes you back to being a kid in your grandmother's kitchen. What's happening there?
That's it. It reminds you of her. The smell is that external trigger, that poke from the world that brings the memory right to you.
Okay, next question. You had a task yesterday, email a client. But today you realize it never happened. Which word are you going to use here?
You forgot to email them. Exactly. The task just disappeared from your brain, so the action never actually happened.
Now that you've totally mastered the rules, let's look at a few common expressions that native speakers use all the time to talk about memory. This is the good stuff.
You will hear these expressions a lot. For instance, if you forget to do something, you could say, "Oh, sorry, it completely slipped my mind." If you need a hint to recall something, you can ask a friend to jog my memory.
Others, like it rings a bell or it's on the tip of my tongue, are perfect for when a memory is close, but you just can't quite grab it. And when an idea suddenly appears, you can say it came to mind.
So we've organized that messy filing cabinet. Just keep this simple idea in your head. Remember is the solo act inside your brain, remind is the team sport with an external trigger, and forget just follows the same rules as remember. So my question for you is, now that you have this clarity, how are you going to use it?